Welcome to Unit 6, Lesson 1, Simplifying Expressions, Group Practice. These are the problems that we're going to be doing in the classroom. If you are my remote learners, you're going to be doing them at home, and we'll do them together. Okay, I have not stressed this enough apparently because it's still not getting done. The videos that are within the lessons teach you. They answer a lot of the questions that you guys have. You need to watch these videos. When we are in class, believe it or not, we watch these videos together as a class. So you need to hit the play button, sit here and watch the video because it will answer a lot of the questions you have concerning what you need to do. So when you email me and say, I don't know what to do, my first question to you is going to be, did you watch the video? Because that gives you the instructions. It gives you the step-by-step of what you need to do. This video is about distributive property. Again, we watch the videos in class together. So don't think that we're doing something different that you guys are not doing. This slide gives you an example of distributive property. So pretty much what it is anything next to this parentheses, you're multiplying to each expression within the parentheses, or to each term within the parentheses, not expression, it's a term. So this is a term and this is a term. I have two terms within this parentheses, and outside of the parentheses, I am multiplying this term inside. So for instance, this picture tells us every girl is getting a present, every boy is getting a present. I'm multiplying this present to each one, or distributing the present to each one. So down here you get to see the girl got a present, the boy got a present. Notice this addition sign. It stays here, and then we end up adding them together, the different terms. Okay? Again, it still might be a little confusing if you didn't watch the video, so I suggest you go and watch the video. We are now on slide 9. And this is going to be the problem we're doing together, these two examples. So again, our directions say, apply the distributive property to the two examples below. Show your work in the orange boxes below. So these orange boxes is where we're going to type what we're doing. So for example, I'm going to type out the problem so that way I can see what I'm doing. And as I'm typing it out, I'll explain what's happening. So I have 3.2 times 4 plus 6. When you have a number next to a parentheses, you're multiplying that number to the terms within the parentheses. So now one way to do this is we can do 4 plus 6 and then solve that. And for instance, let me show you. 3 plus 2 times what's 4 plus 6 is 10. We can do it like this because this is what you guys are used to with order of operations. So then we would have 3 plus 2 times 10, which equals 32. We could do it that way. Or the distributive property way, because if one of these was a variable, we would distribute it through. So then we would have 3 plus 2 times 4. Then we're going to add that to 3 plus 2 times 6. And let's see if we get the same answer that we had before. So we have 3.2 times 4. That's going to equal 12.8. I'm going to add that to 3.2 times 6. And that's going to give me 19.2. I'm going to add 19.2 plus 12.8, and I'm going to get 32. So I ended up with the same answer that I had before had I just added the 4 plus 6 equals 10 times 3.2. The reason I'm walking through it this way, let me separate these out so you can see these steps. The reason I'm walking through it this way is so that way you can see how distribution works. So if I put these in parentheses, you might be able to see them a little bit better. Okay, so what I did was I distributed the 3.2 to both numbers. Then I multiplied them, and then I added those together to then get my answer. So let me show you in another example. The reason why we did it this way instead of the order of operations where we just added these and multiplied it by that is because what if you have a variable? And that's where this x plus 5 comes in. So I have 1/2 times x plus 5. So now I'm going to distribute that 1/2. 1/2 times x plus x times 5. Or how we write it is we write it with the number first. But what I just did, whoops, is messed up. We have to do 1/2 times 5. See, sometimes we catch our mistakes when we do this. I was distributing my variable, and that's not what I needed. I needed to distribute this 1/2. So there we go. There we go. So now I've distributed the 1/2 to the x and the 1/2 to the 5. So I am going to, and here, let me actually put these in parentheses so you can see how it's been distributed. I am going to now continue moving forward to simplify this expression. So 1/2 times x is just 1/2, whoops, x. That's all it is. So you don't have to worry about anything else. You can't do anything else with it. What I can do is my 1/2 times 5, I'm going to multiply that together. So 1/2 times 5 equals 5/2. And I can actually simplify that one more time. So I have 1/2 x, whoops, 1/2 x plus 5/2, which is 5 divided by 2, equals 2.5. And that, because I cannot leave this in that fraction form because that's an improper fraction. I need to simplify that fraction. So that would be 5 divided by 2. And so at this point, once I do that, now this right here is my simplified expression. So let me walk through these steps one more time. I have 1/2 times x plus 5. I distribute my 1/2 to my x. So it's 1/2 times x. All you do is put them together like this since it's a variable. And my 1/2 times 5 right here. I then go ahead and do the multiplications within the parentheses, which gives me 1/2 x plus 5/2. If you're unsure where I got the 5/2, it's when you multiply a whole number by a fraction, you have to put that whole number over 1. And then you multiply the top numbers. 5 times 1 equals 5. 2 times 1 equals 2. That's where that came from. Okay? And then I can't leave this in an improper fraction with the top number being larger than the bottom number. So I divided my 5 divided by 2 and was able to get 2.5. So then I have my ending result as 1/2 x plus 2.5. That's the answer. I know it doesn't look like a typical answer, but that's the answer when simplifying an expression. Okay, so that's how we distribute, or how the distributive property works when we're simplifying an expression.